Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Kevin Randall, for those that don't know me, DSE Broadcasting for those that do. And I don't know why we've got background music, but we're off that right away. We don't need background music, do we not? No, not in the East League catch-up. How are we all doing? Hope you well? Well, look at that. Tables don't lie, do they not? East League Old Boys FC veterans are top of the league, but teams around us do have games in hand. We've got McDowell, got 2 games in hand. They played 3-1-3 so far, so one's to watch out for, definitely. Old Dogs got a game in hand on us as well. We are top by 3 points, but fixtures I was just having a look at before we got started, and you know, I dare say we're hoping for a couple of upsets and a couple of olds. See if the other teams around us do us any favours, but we don't need favours, to be honest, because the team we put out last week, which got us a 2-0 win, certainly put on a show. Now we're going to go through the bad news first. We are still missing JT. Shawnee Wright is hit and miss at the moment, is not too well, so hopefully he gets well soon. And Blanche as well, Danny Blanche, is hit and miss, as well as he got a little injury himself. So I mean, Danny Blanche, the manager's dream player, shall we say, is the goal scoring machine himself, which he is a dart for this week coming up, as we are playing West Bridgeford Colts down there at the bottom of the league. They have played 4, drawn 1, lost 3, -6, only got 1 point. So now we are meant to be playing these away down the Roco, but due to a waterlogged pitch and all that, it is now become our own fixture. So it would have been away, but now we are it is being classed as our own fixture. So we are at home at East League Leisure Centre, 2 p.m. kick-off. All the boys will be down there for around 1:15. So we're hoping to start off on the right foot, but we are a couple of strikers light. So I tell you what, last week though, you wouldn't have thought so. Ali came off the bench, made an instant impact and scored as well. Bree had a sensational game last week. Let me just mute that. Didn't look leggy, didn't look tired. So match fitness coming on for Bree as well. Certainly had an exceptional game last week. And I tell you what, I've got to be a big apology to Rob, who's a left back for us. The game was that tight, and the back four, we had Stan at right back, then we had DC in centre back, Becco centre back, then we had Michael at left back as well. I mean, the game was an end to end game, but we was comfortable, if it makes sense, and we was winning 1-0. And it was backwards and forwards in the middle of the park for a majority of it. Then it went backwards and forwards, and I'm looking around, and you know, then we had hashtag Dave started looking a bit leggy 20 minutes into the second half. So we made the sub there in the midfield, and then we made a change up front. We brought Luke on. It started off really well, but what I will say, the left pairing between Luke and Michael, then you see Luke tends to drift in. He naturally just drifts into the inside, which then left the left hand side just a little bit naked. Michael, when he had the ball, had nowhere to go, so we have to swap and change players. They always have to be one in the middle, one either side of the right or the left, just so we can lay that ball out. So we do play a 4-3-3 formation, and we are pretty narrow in the 4-3-3. So, you know, it was one of them, you know. If you're naturally out of position and you naturally drift into your position where you're probably best at. But Jason as well, he did really well in the centre. But let's get back to Rob. The game was that tight, and I'm asking how long's left to go in 20 minutes, and I'm like looking, and it's back end to end, and I just couldn't. I even walked around the pitch to who is now my second in command when the gaffer isn't there. When Graham's not there and he leaves me in charge, then I have to have a number 2. And then club captain Johnny Wing, we've dubbed him Johnny Wing. Was ever the fair old rant, as you do. But you know, we're like that, keeps the fire going. But yeah, and I said to Johnny, I says, did he want to go on? Because normally he changes for DC, the vice captain, and it was like, no, don't upset it, don't rock the boat, you know, until the players start looking leggy or out like that. And I'm like, well, you know, we've got players there that need some game time, like, and the back four, understandably, I just couldn't. And I know it's only Sunday football and it's the vets and that, but you know, these boys' hearts and minds are in it. They're in it. They want to win it, and it shows. And I just couldn't upset the back four. So, Rob, my man, you know I love you, bro, and I do apologise. I think twice now he's been with me, and twice I've managed, and twice he's not got on. So I do apologise wholeheartedly. But again, it was like 10, 11 minutes before we got the second goal. And I think Simon took two wicked throw-ins down our right-hand side. Straight on the crown of Ali every time. Knocked it over the back. And then it got bounced around a bit. Then Ali stuck it in the back of the net. So Simon got an assist for that, which was great going. But yeah, we come away unbeaten now. We have beaten last season's record of 5 games unbeaten. We are now 6 games unbeaten for the league. And I dare say we could make it 7 this week as we do face West Bridgford Colts. Should be away on the turf, but unfortunately their turf is waterlogged. But thankfully for us, we're at home, and it is now our home game, and we have home advantage. We are unbeaten at the Cell. Now, as you can see in the table, we've played 5, won 4, drawn 1. That was a 2-2 draw, which the lads took that very bitterly. They felt like it was points dropped, which in hindsight probably was. But we're still winning and we're drawing. We want more wins than draws, obviously, but we need to get that goal difference. So as you can see, if Old Dogs win, we'd have played 6, they'd have played 5, but their goal difference is only 4 better than ours. So, and this is a time now where we start facing those a bit further down. We need to start putting in the points and scoring the goals. So I'm hoping for a bit of a fest on Sunday. But like I say, Sunday, at the moment we've got Bree and we have Ali. So whether it's a change of formation for the boys this week, one may never know. Rather than a 4-3-3, might be adapting the 4-4-2 formation, which would work in our favour because we've got Arch back as well this week. Glenn is back. So midfield is looking stronger than ever. And the boys last week said the centre 3 that played last week was absolutely sensational. I couldn't agree more. The whole team, the first starting 11 was absolutely solid. And to change it, it was just... To make them decisions is so difficult when the team is just on fire. This team at the moment is on fire. They really are. So let's get up and have a look at the fixtures before we do the results. Then we'll see what our compadres are doing. Now, Magdala are facing Dunkirk. Now, we faced Dunkirk in the opening game of the season. That was an 8-3 to us. And 3 of their goals, I would say, was pretty mild, to be fair. But... Magdala, a team to watch out for. Like I say, they've played 3, won 3 so far. They're on 9 points, so we need to make headroom where we can. I dare say Magdala might do them over pretty fair. But you never know. You know, Dunkirk at home have got a decent record so far, so might do us a favour. As you can see, we've got West Bridgford Colts at home. Franzines against Old Dogs. We had Franzines beat them 2-0. We could have had a few more. But a 2-0 victory is better than a loss. And they're facing Old Dogs who put up a stern fight against us. We got a 2-2 draw against these boys, and there's only had 11 men. So, Old Dogs against Franzines. Franzines could do us a favour there as well. So, not too bad. Nottinghamshire FC, who we beat as well. I've got Grantham. FC was a good game. You can see that on YouTube. DSC Broadcasting as well. Get up there. Check out the match. And then we have to the that's a cup match there for Nottinghamshire FC. They're playing Riverside Veterans. Ooh. And then we go round the table again in the league on the 26th of the 11th. We've got Dunkirk away. Ooh. Could be another goal fest on the cards. Hopefully. But that is the first round. That is the first set of fixtures. So taste it. Now I want to go and bring up the results. So let's have a look. See how teams did. You see, look at that. You see, Dunkirk only lost 4-3 against Grantham. You know, Grantham, not a bad unit. Not a bad unit at all. As you can see there, we beat Franzines 2-0. The boys do me proud. Grantham against Dunkirk 4-3. Franzines against Magdala. Another close game, 3-2. Grantham against West Bridgeford Colts 4-2. So they're scoring goals but losing anyway. As you do. And as you can see there's our last result against Nottinghamshire FC 2-1. And the one was a penalty. And I gotta say, Lou stood there. Just more to me, it looked like Lou just stood there in the box and the player just fell over him. That's the only way I can describe. Just kind of backed into him and fell over like he'd been shot by a sniper, imaginary sniper. But you know, it was not a penalty for me. But you know, what can I say? What can I say? It is what it is. So let's get up and have a look at the stats table because I do like stats. And let's have a look at the goal scorers because we should have a few in here. And there we go. So Dunkirk is leading the way. What's that about? What's he had? 4 appearances, 5 goals. Then we've got Christian for West Bridgeford. We'll have to write these down in big. He's had 4 appearances, 5 goals as well. Then we've got Danny Blanchard, 4 and 4. You love it. And then Alex Bradbury for Franzines, he's had 4 and 5. Ashley Robinson for West Bridgeford, he's had 4 and 3. Ooh. Mr. Thompson for East Leake has had 4 and 6. Alistair Collins for East Leake there, he's had 3 and 4. Etienne did the bicycle kick, did he? Because you can watch that bicycle kick on the video. Had that cross coming from Michael, headed it onto the crossbar, come back for him, and he just bicycled it in the back of the net. It was brilliant. So Jason Etienne as well, handful up front. He's had 3 and 5. And Mr. Barker down there as well, running like top 10. He's had 2 and 5. So we have got the firepower. And let's have a look at the goals. What's this? This does not include county cup stats. Yeah, we're not fussed about that. So Dunkirk leading the way. We're second to Dunkirk in the team stats. Boys, come on. Not happening. How does that work? So overall goals, they've scored 20 goals this season. We're on 18. Franzi's on 11. Grantham are 3 for 3. McDowell have had 7 and 9. FC have had Nottinghamshire FC have had 6 and 6. Old Dogs 5 and 5. West Bridgeford Colts 11 and 11. So they are scoring goals. So that's one thing we're going to have to look out for when we play West Bridgeford on Sunday. But I dare say when they come up against this team that they're going to come up against on Sunday, they'll be lucky to score a goal because they will. The defence was absolutely solid. It was ridiculously solid. And I like to look at the table detail as you do. I do love that. So we're home. We've won 3, drawn 1, lost none. Scored 14 at home, conceded 5, which isn't too bad. And then we have won 1 away, scored 2, and conceded 1 away. So there's our overall stats, not including the cup match as well, which we are looking forward to the cup match as well. Because we've got total reclaims in the cup. Really looking forward to that. Old Dogs as well at home. They have won 2. Scored 10 goals at home, so 5 goals a game if you look at it like that. And away, they've won, drew, and then scored 8, conceded 4. So looking pretty tasty. I want to see where all the West Bridgeford down the bottom. There they are. So what's their away form like? More interested. Lost 3 away, scored 7, conceded 13 on the road. So I dare say I like to big up my boys, but you know I dare say we will score a few ourselves. Definitely. I mean we've got goals coming from midfield as well as the strikers as well. So you know everybody's not afraid to have a little crack, but you know we've just got to iron them out, lay them out. Pretty cold. So there is the Championship East overall stats, and we are leading the way overall, which I love to see. Indeed. First 2 games a win, draw, and 2 wins again against Old Dogs, who has got a game in hand over us. They have won 3, drawn 1. McDowell 3 on the bounce. Team to watch out for so far. I mean, they may be 3 games behind us or 2 games at the end of this week. So certainly wants to watch out for. And we've got to face them on December the 3rd as well, which is an away game, I believe. Is it away? We'll check the fixtures just to make sure. Grantham lost the first 3, won the last 3, so find a bit of form for themselves. Franzines lost the first 2, won the 3rd, and then lost 3 on the bounce. Coming into the game on Sunday last week, they only lost 2 on the bounce, but we like to make that 3. Dunkirk as well. I've won a game this season as a second game. Lost to us in the first 8-3, and then lost the 3rd. Drew the 4th, and then lost the remaining 2. Nottinghamshire FC lost, drew 2 games, and then lost the 4th. West Bridgford are now 3 games on a losing streak. I mean, I'm not biased much, but we'll see if we can make that a 4th with a few Andy goals as well. Would really like to do that. But we have got a strong team again this week, and I will do my utmost best to get everybody some game time. So yeah, I mean, I don't really like leaving players out, but when it gets that tight, you know, you just look around and you go, I can't change it yet. And before I knew it, 11 minutes to go, should I say, and then we scored the goal. He just wouldn't have got enough game time to, you know, yeah. But decisions are hard when you're assisting and that. You want the best for your team, and I didn't want to break up. I'm not one to try and break up flow and then to introduce players gradually, unless players are screaming in agony like a groin or an hamstring or a calf's gone or like that. Then yeah, fair enough, you can make a sub. But when your back 4 is that solid and they're still trying to attack, banging on your door, and you know, and it's the best back 4 you've got right now. But yeah, it was hard to make changes, but it really is. So yeah, but I will this week. Everyone will get a game this week. So, and we do take oranges to the game now. I brought an oldie back. They do love a bit of an orange, but I did have a request for some mango. One of the players did ask for some mango. I was like, what? And I ended up turning around and go, you know what, I'll make you a freaking fruit basket, shall I? You know what I mean? Introduce one thing, give him an inch. You know, he wants mango. Yeah, good old Michael. Big bananas next week. It was sausages a couple of weeks ago. I didn't bring sausages. It was just a wind up. But yeah. So we are, like I said, we are at home this week. Supposed to be away. So everything again is in our favour this week. Everything again is in our favour. And like I said, Archer's back. Glenn is back as well. So the midfield is looking absolutely immense. We will be missing. Jason is doubtful. We know we're missing Blanche. We're missing Sean. There's no Luke this week either. So there's 3 strikers that we're missing. But even so, we've got Bree, Ali. Might be getting Tim Wilkes. Another cracking forward. You ping a ball on his head, no matter how big the goal is, he's a magnet. He's a ball magnet, is Tim Wilkes. He really is a ball magnet. Used to play professional as well, so Notts County Pro. It is absolutely beasting in the air, is Wilkes. So yeah, he's not a player I'd like to mark anyway. Now I'm crap at football, so I'll just draw on him. That's how I mark. But yeah, he is a cracker. So if he turns up Sunday, it will do me a favour. But then again, you see, we're only 3. I still have to go. Might have to go 4-4-2, just in case anyone gets injured, rather than changing formation halfway through a game. Probably best to start with a formation and change it halfway through. So yeah, it's going to be a really good game. Eastleigh Leisure Centre is where it's at. If you want to come down and support the Eastleigh boys, we'd really appreciate that. And if you want to follow the news for the Eastleigh boys, get on Facebook, Eastleigh Vets, or on Facebook, or you can follow their videos there on the DST broadcasting channel as well. I will be opening a private channel for the Eastleigh Veterans on YouTube, so they've got their own channel, because it isn't coinciding with, at the moment, with my other broadcasts as well. So really we're putting ourselves about, putting ourselves out there. We are getting some banners made up for our own games to go on the fencing, so we get some advertising done as well. We have got shirt sponsors still available if anyone wants to invest in a local football team. They can do. Would really appreciate that. You can either message myself or Graham Smith or through Facebook Messenger or like that. You can contact us that way. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Apart from the injuries, do I have any concerns? No. Can't see there being any concerns at all regarding the match this week. So yeah, I feel another victory coming up. And as I say, let's get into the fixtures, because I did want to see when we was facing certain people, didn't I? Where are we? McDonald got Grantham there. December the 3rd. There we go. This is away. Now, when first game of the season, we did play Magdala, right? And we was losing 3-1. Alright. This is why the game didn't count. Now, a bit of bickering between the boys and all that, but we've filed that down. We're not in there. We're not in the argumentative team stage, shall we say. But when you come to Magdala at home, they try and unnerve you. They'll argue with you. They'll be a bit forceful, a bit feisty, shall we say. But the way we're playing at the minute, we don't get involved in any of that. We play our own football. We pass and move the ball around the park like we should do. And this is where the camaraderie, the team camaraderie comes in. And everybody's learning where everybody is. Don't need to look. They can just look past sometimes, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. But when we get to Magdala on December the 3rd, that's where we will know. And hopefully by then we will be a couple of miles up the road. So, but like I said, they've only played 3 and they've won 3 so far. So a definite team where we've got to stay tight, be a good unit by then. So that's one we've got to look out for. And then again, the week after, we're at home to Magdala as well. So another game we've got to keep an eye on. Would I be happy with a draw against Magdala? If it come to it, yes. If we could get a draw. But the boys haven't got that in their mind. They don't want to draw. I mean, I don't want to draw, but if it came to it, if I could take a draw at the end of the day against that sort of team, then yeah. But the way these boys are fired up and the way they're playing, the old attitude at the moment in East League football is win. And they do it with grace. They are. They just... It is beautiful football. It really is. And they're playing so well. You know, so that's all I can say. They are playing really, really well. And I think I said it a couple of weeks back, you know, the only team that I thought could beat us in the league would be ourselves when we let ourselves down. When we do get into that argumentative stage and lose our heads just a little bit. But no, we haven't seen that. We started like that, then we just capped it on the head, and now the team is just flowing. We're absolutely flowing. And so, yeah, really, really well. Really looking forward to that. And I don't see any other upsets on there at all. And then we've only got, there's our cup match, total reclaims. That is, when is that? The 17th or the 12th? That is an away match as well. That is our round 2 game. This is a team, we only had one friendly this season, which was, yeah, we should have had more. But we went into this game not knowing these boys, and the game was pretty tasty, to be fair. It was a really good game of football, but these, I've got some big guys on their team. Some of them walk out like they've just come out of the gym. You know what I mean? Built like freaking MFI wardrobe, some of them. And the keeper is very voicey, and he does come off his line a lot. So, you know, he does like to come off his line. He hangs around the 18-yard box, right, like that. So, any chances there will be another one to watch out for. So, definitely be watching out for that. And then we have got, after the cup match, on the 7th of the 1st, we have got Grantham away. And that was my first ever debut with Grantham away last season. Wingy got sent off. Simon came off injured, and then 70 minutes running around like an headless chicken. Yeah, that was a great way to introduce myself. Yeah, 10 men down. That's when Danny Blanchard did Ryan Giggs' impression and scored the winner, and we're coming away with 1-0. So yeah, it was a good game that. Good game that. Very good indeed. Where am I now? There we go. Back to the table. So that is it. I really have no concerns heading into this week's game. But we won't be taking it easy. We won't be taking it like that either. The boys aren't like that anymore. I say anymore. They've never been like that. But I will do my utmost to get everybody a game. The squad is strong, and we're ready. We're ready. We are ready. And I hope you are as well. If you're down that area, East Leake Leisure Centre, 2 PM kickoff time on the G pitch at the back. So yeah, if you want to come down, come support the boys, you're more than welcome. I am looking around for merchandise so we can dish some of that out as well if we can. Anything to help the team progress, as you know, it ain't free. I think the home game for us at the moment is like 130 odd quid, 140 quid, something like that. So we need an income. So merchandise will be something I'm looking to invest in. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And another sponsor as well for the front of the Match Arrival shirts. We've got some sleeve work done. We can do player sponsors as well. If you want to sponsor a player, we can do that. That can be all sorted out. We have got our main sponsor, British Gypsum, our kit sponsors as well. They have provided us a new kit, which we are waiting on a delivery, which I will follow up. I do know that Joma sent the wrong sizes to the printers, so we're waiting on that. I've been in touch. Should have got it delivered on the 11th, 1st of the 11th. That sailed by and didn't hear notes, so I emailed them, and it says we've got it. We've got your kit, and it's in the printers. So we're waiting to hear back from that, but I will chase that up. And yeah, that is more or less it. Now, there's no video coverage of last week's game, and there'll be no video coverage of this week's game, unfortunately. But when the manager gets back, we will be back up and running with game footage to put it out there and spread the word that the East League boys are coming for the Prem. We are coming up for the Prem. We are top of the league as it stands, but like I said, Old Dogs got fanzines. And they got 4 goals a bit better than us. So, you know, but we've been there or thereabouts all season. So we've been joint top all season. So it's nice to see the boys up the top. And like I said, Magdala as well got 2 games in hand over us and they're only on 9 points. So, yeah, another team to watch out for. The only way we can do a favour is do ourselves a favour and beat them twice. So away and at home. With a full squad, when if everybody's fit in our squad, right? How do you pick an 11? You know, it will be so mind-numbing to pick a starting 11 when everybody's fit. It will be so numbing. But you can look at the bench and turn around and go, we could just make it more powerful. We've got more bullets for the gun, you know what I mean? Strikers, when the strikers are fit, the midfielders are fit. We've got our back four. The back four has been dominant this season. Don't matter who I put in there. Nathan, Johnny, DC, vice captain as well. Sterling job DC did last week. Nathan came on last week and did a stellar job as well. Stopped a goal. So, yeah, phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. I'm just loving life at the moment with the East League boys. It's phenomenal football, it really is. So, well, that was enough of me nattering on. But yeah, get on the Facebook page. Everything goes up on the Facebook page. The results, what day, what time. The banners go up on the Facebook page. East League Vets. So go check that out. And I'll be setting up their own YouTube channel as well. So watch out for this space. But for now, you can subscribe to DSC Broadcasting to catch all the games on there. But like I said, no game this week. No game. No. Yeah, this is the last week. So next time there'll be football up. This is the last game. So this one won't be recorded. unfortunately. But I am in touch with Grassroots TV because they apparently send someone down and can record your match and do commentary on it if you've got all the squad. Names and numbers. So that would be really, really good. They come down with drones and cameras and all that. Not big cameras, obviously, but yeah, it's not going to be like TV coverage, but yeah, it's grassroots, But you never know when we're getting the Premier League next season. So yeah, looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Top of the league for now. East League Vets, doing me proud. I'm out of here. Peace.